So ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome again to tabbytalks.com. This is Mpaswe Francis again with you. In today's video, we are going to learn how we can create folders and subfolders in Windows Explorer. So to create folders and subfolders in Windows Explorer, there are some steps we have to follow. First and foremost, we have to open Windows Explorer by pressing Windows key. We have to press Windows key on your keyboard, or by clicking File Explorer icon in the taskbar. When you move down here, you see File Explorer in one of the icons on the taskbar. Then the other thing, we said you have to select File Explorer in the taskbar, and then we have to navigate the location. After opening the File Explorer, and we have to look for the location where we want to create our new folder. This could be within the computer libraries. This could be within the disk, which is like the computer disks. This could be like a internal disk or external disk. Or we can also create our folders on the desktop, or we can do that on our network. So once that one is done, we have to now follow the procedures that I'm going to show you on how we can create our folders. So now, without wasting time, I'm going to open the File Explorer. I can use the keyboard shortcut by pressing Windows key and then letter E. That is, I press Windows key and then E. This will help me to open the File Explorer. As you see on top here, I have the word File Explorer. Or the other way I can do that, if I cross this one, I can go ahead and select File Explorer on the taskbar. You see, when I hover the cursor on top of this icon, you see the word File Explorer. So I go ahead and click on it, and then File Explorer will be open. So now on this layout, the first layout here, I see different programs or different program directories. So I'm going to open one of them, which is a local disk C. That is the disk drive C. So on disk drive C, I have the following programs or the following folders which are found there, like the drivers and so on. So now I'm going to be selecting one of these folders. That's where I'm going to create my folders and subfolders. So now one of them that I'm going to use is the users. So I'll go ahead and open this. After opening that, I'll see other folders within that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a folder here so that it can be among these other ones. So I'm going to create a folder by right clicking on this empty space. So I will right click on this empty space. When I do that, I will get a list of many options, and one of these options, which is the second last, is new. And when you follow that new line, you see the word folder. Click on it, click on folder, and then you see a new folder will be created, and you see the name new folder will be highlighted, trying to tell you to put the name of the new folder. So in this case, I'm going to say list of online learning website. So after typing the name of the folder, go ahead and press enter on the keyboard, and then the folder will be created. And right now the name of my folder is called the list of online learning website. So now to open this folder, there are two ways I can open it. One is by double clicking, and then the second one is by right clicking on it, and then I'll get the option for open. How does double clicking works? So when I double click on it, you see automatically the folder will be created. But if I right click on the folder, right clicking will give me a menu, a list of options, with the first one allowing me to open the folder. So from here I can open the folder, and then you can see other options like I can open the folder in a new window, I can open the folder, I can pin the folder to quick access. This is when you see on top left corner, on the top left side, you see those icons, what they are called the quick access. And then I can add this folder to one of the media player, which is VLC player. I can also open this folder within one of the programming community for Python, that is PyCharm. I can scan this folder for viruses with Microsoft Defenders. I can format this folder with Format Factory. This is one of the softwares personally I use. I think you have what you use in your machines. I can also give access to people who would have access to this by either remove access or set certain privileges for any person who will have access to this. I can also, compress the folders, this folder, and then I can go ahead and include this in any of these libraries like camera, roll, documents, music, pictures, videos, or I can create a new library for it. I can also pin this folder to either the start or taskbar. I can compress this. I can send this folder to either Bluetooth, compressed C folder. I can create a desktop shortcut for it. I can go ahead and send it to any of the disk or hard drive which is connected to my PC. I can cut and copy and then go and paste it somewhere. I can delete and I can also rename. And the last one is properties. So for example, if we are to check some of these commands here, some of these operations here, like if I say I want to open this in a new window, what happens that you see this folder will be opened in a new window. A new window meaning that like when I try to minimize this, you see I have this window, I have the other window on top of it, that which has been opened when I select a new window. Like now from there, if I go ahead and say maybe I want to pin this to quick access, this one will be pinned to one of these quick access toolbar. So the other thing is that I can go ahead and open this in this coding environment. Of course, I don't want to do that right now. I can also compress this by either adding to archive, and when I do that, they'll give me, you get a dialog box window on your screen. So here you can compress it with either one of this format, like first format is the other one, RAR, then you have RAR4, then you have the zip. All these there are ways you can compress your files. We're going to see how we can do all this in the later videos. Then we can also go ahead and include this in the library. Like I can include this in one of the libraries, maybe music library, pictures, and so on. I can also go ahead and send it to any of those locations. I can delete or rename. Like if I select rename, the name of the folder will be highlighted. So here I can put the other name. Maybe I can say list of antiviruses. So I can say now, instead of list of an online learning platforms or website, I can now rename the folder to list of antiviruses available today. So after that, I can check the properties. When I click on that, you see this dialog box window that will pop up on the screen. It has around five main menu. I mean 5 main tabs in this menu or list of tabs. One of the tabs is the general tab, which contains like the type of the folder, the type, location, the size, the original size and the size on the disk, and then what is contained, what is within that folder. Right now I have 0 files and 0 folders. I can also be able to see the day and the time, the day, the month, the year, the time. Time could be will be hours, minutes, and seconds when this folder was created. I can also see like the attributes. Right now it is read only folder, and then the other tab is sharing, meaning you can share this folder to a network, sharing network file. You can also set some security measures like assign the user or a group of users to this and give permission to anyone who is going to have access. This permission could be a permission to modify, read and execute, list folders, content, read and write. You can either allow all the permissions or you can deny. And then you can also look at the previous version if they are available. Right now we don't have any of the previous version. And then you can also customize this folder for any of these, like general, items, documents, pictures, and so on. So yeah, that's how we can do that. So now after that, we are going to open the folder. So I'm going to right click on it, and then I will select the first one, which is open. And then after opening, I have now this empty space. Now on this empty space, I can either add a file or I can add a folder. We are going to learn the difference between a file and a folder. So for now, we are going to add a folder. So adding a folder is the same way of creating a folder, and the same way we have created the first primary folder is the same way we are going to create the subfolder by right clicking on it, and then you get this option that will pop up on the screen. Look at them and select the one which is called new, which is the second last, and then select new folder. When you select, after selecting that, a new folder will be created, and then you see the word new folder will be highlighted, trying to tell you that, hey, you can add the new name for this folder you've created. So in this case, I'm going to say the new folder, I'm going to say Avast. Avast is one of the antivirus available today, which is one of the strong antiviruses. So now after, I'm going to go ahead and press enter, and then from there, what I'm going to do, you can now see I have created a subfolder within this folder. I'm going to go ahead and select to create other subfolders, other subfolder within that main folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click, and then I move down and select one of this option, which is new. Select new. Select new. Then on that line, you'll see the word folder on your right. Move the cursor and hover on top of that folder. After that, click on it, and then you see the word new folder. A new folder will be created. After that, now they are trying to tell you to add another folder. So remember the first folder we said it's Avast, which is one of the antiviruses available. The second one we're going to put is I'm going to put the Avila. Avila is one of the antiviruses which is available, and it is so much compatible with Windows, Android, and iOS. This one, it helps to detect viruses without raising any kind of false flags, or it can help to protect our username or password that we put on our folders, and it also allows us to manage our devices when we start sharing our folders and files online. So after doing that, go ahead and press enter on the keyboard, and then the folder will be created. But remember, I still have other antiviruses. So I'm going to go ahead and select, right click on this empty space to create another folder. After that, look for one of the options in the list of this option, which is new, and follow that line on your right until you see the word folder. Hover or press or select that by pressing the cursor on top of that word folder. After that, click on it once, and then a new folder will be created with a highlight trying to show you that you have to rename, or you have to name the new folder. So in this case, I'm going to put another name of the antivirus, which is MCAFEE. This is one of the strong antivirus which is also compatible with Windows, Android, iOS, and it is also good when it comes to virus detection, and you can safely get it on your social medias, and you can use it on your computers, both laptops and desktop. If you are using Windows, you can use it. If you are using iOS, Apple devices, you can use it. So it is available, but now the main issue here is we are learning how to create folders. So now I'm going to create another folder, which will be like another antivirus. So I'll go ahead and right click on that empty space, move down and select new, follow that line, and select the word folder. After selecting the word folder, click on it, a new folder will be created, and then I'm going to put the word AV. This is also another antivirus, the strong antivirus. So I can just stop here. This is far enough. It is one way of showing you how to create subfolders within this main folder. So like if I open Avast, now I will see I remember when I said one way you can open, we have two ways, by either right clicking and then you get this option, or double clicking direct. So when I double click on Avast, the folder will be created, and now within that I can say maybe I can create other folders, like how Avast is used. I can outline maybe other things related to Avast. So when I do that, I will be doing what we call creating a subfolder. And when you try to select the root or the path of these folders and subfolders, you see it starts from Windows Disk C, and then go ahead and select users, and I'll go ahead and select I've created the folder which is list of antiviruses, and then within that I have the other subfolder. I can go ahead and check in my computer by using the disk command. I can go ahead and select the CMD. This will open for me the disk operating system, which is like the Microsoft Windows area version. So on this, I'm going to open this. As you can see here, I have C. This is the Windows disk C. Even when you see here, I have local disk C. So this local disk C and C here is the same. And then we have this is like the connector. And then I have slash users. Slash is the same as this users. Then after that, now what is next is a list of antiviruses. So right now I don't have this. Remember, the current version of Windows is it uses the user interface, whereas this version of Microsoft Windows was using like the code in case you want to open or execute anything. So here, if I want to know where this folder is located, I'm going to type the word tree, and then I go ahead and press enter. So this will help me to like draw each and every information. Like I have more things on my PC. Sorry for that, but I'll get to what I want. I have to wait for it to learn until I get what I want. Right, this one is going to delay because I have a lot of programs on my PC, but when you try to see here, like when I try to move and select, like go to I think it is still loading, and this could take up most of my time. Maybe I'll try to show you next time. But this is like after drawing the tree of the files or the hierarchy of all the how your files are arranged in your PC, you can be able to see the folders and your subfolders. So for now, let us go back to our folder, which is this one, and we've seen how to create subfolders. These are subfolders, and maybe in the next video we're going to learn how to do a lot of operation on these folders. This could involve by selecting one of the folder, and then you see on top of our file explorer windows, like we see a lot of, like in the ribbon I have the tabs like home tab, share, view. Like when I go to the home tab, I can see a group of tools like keyboard, organize, new, open, and select. Within these tools, group of tools, all these tools represent different commands like copy, cut. Like for example, if I want to copy this, I select that and click on copy. Then I can copy Avast. Then I open this McAfee, and then I go ahead and paste it, and then from there you can now see I've copied the other four Avast and I've pasted within this. So there are many tools here which represent different commands that we can work on, and we're going to do that in the next video. Like when I go to share, we shall learn how we can share these folders and the other files within them in in this, like how we can send via email, how we can encrypt, or how we can burn them to the disk. We shall also learn how we can view them, like view in small icon, view in a large icon. As you see, when I hover the cursor on extra large icon, you can see how the icons appears on the screen, and more others. So and then we shall go ahead and also look at the different ways we can also use this command or these tools in detail, and that one will help us to understand more about the anatomy of Windows that involves creation of folders and subfolders. Otherwise, thank you guys. Thank you for paying attention to this video. I know it has been so helpful for your understanding as you take a journey into technology. These are the primary things you have to start with. Understanding how to create folders, understanding how to create subfolders, how to play around with folders and file explorers in Windows. It is something very, very important for any person who is beginning to learn computers. So remember to subscribe to our channel, Tabby Talks, and also to follow our videos. You can also go ahead and register on our website so that you get more videos. Remember, we have very many videos related to technology, education, senior 1 to senior 6. We have videos for you in all the subjects. We have, videos for business startups, entrepreneurs. Please go and join our website. Everything is there for you. Otherwise, guys, anything you want, feel free, contact us to via our website. We have a contact form there. You can send us a message, or you can also write to our email info@tabbytalks.com, or you can connect with us on our social media. Facebook, we are available. YouTube, we are available. Subscribe. Otherwise, thank you guys. Just catch up in the next video.